Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, a little bit different. We're gonna talk about Pokimane. I normally never talk about her. I really don't care, right? Either way. But someone linked this one to me, and I kind of do care about this. We're also on Twitch, right? So let's go into it. Pokimane's main reason for leaving Twitch: so much manosphere, red pill bullshit. The ex-Twitch star isn't going exclusive elsewhere, will instead stream all over the place. Imaine Pokimane Anis, I probably butchered the name, sorry, was one of the most popular streamers on Twitch until this week when she announced that she's leaving the Amazon-owned platform and her 9.3 million followers. Today, she revealed why. In a new episode of her podcast on Spotify, English Hard, the streamer said that she'd probably still be streaming on Twitch if it weren't for a rise in manosphere red pill bullshit she sees coming from some of the most popular and well-established, typically male creators in the past couple of years. Like who? Some of the most popular and well-established, typically male creators. So, are we talking about Shroud? XQC? Asmongold? Who else? Summit? Like, who exactly are we talking about here? Because that kind of matters, right? Because you can say something like this, right? Complete nonsense with no specifics whatsoever, right? And how are we gonna disprove that? You don't give any specifics whatsoever. There's a teapot flying around the moon right now. Go and disprove me. Like, what the hell? So, right off the bat, you already know we're in for some nonsense, right? There's zero chance this is the reason she's leaving Twitch. And then, where's she go? Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go, right? This was on her Spotify podcast. Okay. I'm pretty sure R. Kelly is on Spotify. One of the most disgusting human beings of the last decade, you know? Like, the guy is like unironically evil, right? But that's okay, right? Because he's not on Twitch. Like, what is this? What is this? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Like, what is this train of thought? Like, there's no way she's lying here. There's zero chance you're being honest. Some of the stuff I see them say and do breaks my heart. Over the course of the hour-long episode, the streamer says more on that topic and details a number of other reasons for her departure from Twitch, which comes at the end of an exclusivity contract she had with the platform. And now we get to the actual real meat, right? Like, at the end of an exclusivity contract. So here's the thing. Here's what this is my lore. I'm writing fanfiction right now. This bitch is just angry that she didn't get paid again, right? Because if you really think there's a lot of manosphere red pill bullshit, guess how bad YouTube is, right? Guess how bad Spotify is. No. Okay, time out. My cat just puked. I'll be back. We're back. Poor little feller. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of nasty. Oh. I forgot where I was. Yeah, the end of the exclusivity contract, right? So, I'm fairly certain, in my own hit canon, right? This is the reason why she's lashing out now, and she's like, Twitch, because what other streaming site are you gonna go to that does not have this in bigger proportions? Twitch, I'm on Twitch, all right. Twitch.tv/Barrage. Yes. Oh, I got my shirt on. Let's go, boys. Kappa. Twitch is one of the most like police state ish things, right? You say the wrong thing on Twitch, banned. Alright? Like, you don't even say the wrong thing on Twitch, they still ban you. Like, sometimes it's just Twitch is very, very moderated, alright? This does not happen. I mean, obviously it does. It happens everywhere. But Twitch is like one of the better sites for that. So you already know right off the bat she's lying through her teeth, right? Pokemon says she's insanely grateful to have had that contract. Yeah, I'll bet it was worth millions, right? Like she's a multimillionaire, right? For well, no real reason whatsoever, I suppose. I'm also I'm also a streamer, right? I don't make money, obviously. Um, but if I become a multimillionaire with it, it would also be for no real reason. I mean, I entertain you. You know, the idea is to entertain people, and to have some fun doing it. So I am. She is like. It's not like she's not working at all, right? Okay. Like I hate it when people say like, "Oh, Twitch is like such an easy job. You find a real job." Like, okay, Twitch is like content creation is a real job. It's just like one of the easier ones, so to speak, right? I don't have to. Well, I still do. Like I don't. She doesn't have to break her body in an actual manual job, right? She would not do well in there, like guaranteed, right? If she's crying about mean things being said about her on the internet, she would not do well in a real work environment. Um, like I literally worked my body into decrepitness for a physical labor job, right? The reason I've been making so much content and been online on Twitch so much is because I'm like right now literally unemployed because of a medical issue, I guess. Because I got fired under. I asked for it. It's not really firing, but they fire me under a medical provisional act, where I'm like, I get more benefits because it wasn't my fault, right? It was like an act of God, so to speak, that my body fell apart. So there's like a the real life work is much harder. Don't get me wrong, okay? But it's still a job. You do something, you get paid for it. That's kind of a job. The ease of that job being only like a cerebral thing and not physical at all, obviously it puts it very much on the low end of like terrible jobs to have, so to speak. You know what I mean? So that's already, nonsense. Where were we? The contracts aren't as lucrative as they used to be, she says. And she thinks that having a quota for streaming hours can lead to prioritizing hours streamed versus how good the content that you're streaming is. This is kind of true. I fall into that trap too. Because I stream as a passion, right? For me, I don't make money off of it. I don't make money off of YouTube. It's just something that I enjoy doing. And I do it a lot. Alright? So sometimes when you come into my stream, I ain't talking for 5 minutes, which is terrible, I know. I try to avoid that as much as possible. But sometimes, after like 5-6 hours, you're kind of tired and you zone out a little bit. So I get what she's saying here as well. Or not as well. I get what she's saying there. But that really doesn't factor into it. You've got so many viewers. If you do 4 hours, you'll be fine. You know what I mean? Like people throw money at you, alright? You'll be fine if you only do 4 hours. Now that she's free as a bird, that's so rich. Pokimane will experiment with other streaming platforms like YouTube, which is way more red-pilled. Says that Twitch's mismanagement is part of the reason she's moving on. I honestly, we've all heard about the stories. I cannot confirm or deny this. I'm far too low to have ever even spoken to a Twitch person, right? They don't give a They don't care about me, right? Only if you make them money. That's when you finally find out like how Twitch actually works. So I have on that sense, I have no real idea. She criticized its botched rule changes. We're all argued on this, right? So dumb. Its management of partnerships, its marketing, and its moderation, including inconsistent or ineffective wielding of bans. See, this we agree on as well. However, for very different reasons. Right? I think you should be able to say a hell of a lot more on Twitch than that you can say right now, right? But it is what it is, right? We don't really have. I would say we don't really have any influence over that. Theoretically, you would say like, oh, there's more of us than there is of them, so you do have influence, but that's just not true, right? My priority is making a cool, safe environment and community for many, many, many people. You can do that on Twitch. It's very easy. There's this thing called a ban button, right? And if someone says something on your channel that you think is offensive, you just ban them. It's that easy. It's really easy. It really is super easy. Like I was gonna say daily, but it's not daily. But I think weekly, all right? Especially because we play Tekken 8, I rage. I'm so salty, all right? If you play Tekken 8 against me, you come to my stream and you're insulted that I'm insulting you. Fighting games are not the game for you. Go play Tetris or something. You know, go play a solo game and you will be fine. All right. So don't take that shit seriously. It's gaming. Gaming gonna have trash talk, especially like fighting games and stuff, right? So if someone comes into my thing and starts raging that I'm raging about them, right? Essentially, that is what is happening right there. I have two options. One, I explain it's a video game. I'm just salty. Don't take it seriously. And if they still don't take it, I ban them. Boom. Problem solved. Right? I've raged about someone really, really hard. Called them all kinds of names. He was into the chat and laughed about it. And now we know each other and we're friends. Right? That's like, it's how it goes. All right? Especially in the gaming sphere. All right? And especially in like salty gaming games. You know, like taking fighting games, those make people really salty for obvious reasons. So you can deal with that. You could explain XYZ, or you click the ban button. Problem solved immediately. So you don't need to leave Twitch, right? There's only one reason you're leaving Twitch. They didn't pay you money, and now you're mad at them. All right? That's my headcanon, right? Anyway, I think there are a lot of problems that minorities on Twitch still face and that I wish they could do more about. Like what? I do think they try and I appreciate that a ton. I really do give them credit for that. What the hell is the dude, I don't believe this at all. I don't believe this at all, dude. I don't believe that minorities are the victim on Twitch, alright? Like, look at FGC. Predominantly, those are not white people, alright? I'm sorry to say, but minorities, quote unquote, are very highly represented in the fighting game community. For example, I do not think that plays an issue at all. Like, it's not because you're black that you are going to do worse on Twitch. It's because you're not as entertaining. Like, I'm clearly not as entertaining as some other people. So I only get 5 to 10 viewers every day. 8 to midnight, by the way, guys. Every day. European time. So it's like to like try and twist that into like, oh, it's because he's a minority or blah blah blah. That's like no. Like, people like Pokimane are the problem, all right? Because they come up with nonsense to justify stupid shit that they do, and other people are dumb enough to believe the nonsense that they spout. That's the problem, in my opinion. Okay. But girl, it's 2024. Yeah, oh, it's the current year, guys. Hey, did you know it's the current year? Oi, it's 2024. All right, it's not 2023. It's 2024. This is so dumb. All right, like I hate it when people do this. It's so stupid. We still got so many of these damn problems. Like when I tell you there are people, viewers on Twitch, who harass and stalk streamers to no end, who've made thousands of accounts, and you can send this information for years to Twitch. They can't do a thing about it. They're not going to do a thing about it because they don't do IP bans. It's really easy to change your IP. IP bans don't do jack shit. All right. If I just unplug my router for 5 minutes, plug it back in, new IP. It's that simple. All right. Like, static IPs are almost never done with ISPs. All right. Very, very rarely is that the case. So she's talking out of her ass. She has no idea what she's saying. Like, which is understandable, right? She's kind of out of touch with the rest of humanity. Like this. A multimillionaire is not gonna understand what it is to actually have a job that breaks your body, right? A multimillionaire is not gonna understand, do I buy this game and not eat for a week? Or do I just eat for a week and skip the game, right? A multimillionaire is never gonna understand that, all right? These are not people who live in reality. All right, they live in their own little reality in a bubble somewhere, like miles away from us, and it's very clear whenever they open their mouth. Pokimane hopes to expand her audience and provide better viewing experiences on other platforms, away from what she sees as an increasingly toxic Twitch streaming culture. Yeah, like YouTube. Have you looked around on YouTube? Jesus. It's, I'm not gonna go through all of this. Right? There's more, but it's just the same nonsense. All right. She's so out of touch. She has no idea what she's talking about. This is copium for, in my opinion, again, not being paid again by Twitch, right? She wants that money. Money, please. Oh, you don't give me money? Oh, well, Twitch is full of manosphere red pill bullshit. Even though when you go look on YouTube, it's like a million times worse, alright? Yo, that's my 2 thoughts. Pokimane is lying out of her ass, bro. There ain't no way she believes this. And if she actually believes this, she's far dumber than I ever thought she was, bro. And she can't be, like... She made millions of dollars off of Twitch, right? She's not that stupid. But apparently she can really turn her brain off whenever she wants to, right? And here we have the problem with politics as a whole, bro. Like, she bought into it. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt and assume she actually believes the nonsense that we just read. Like, she's just tribalist. She's a tribalist. She bought into the nonsense that she peddles, right? Even though any normal, regular human being can immediately tell, oh, you're full of shit, lady. Like, okay? Like, how can you say this with a straight face? Like, oh, there's so much manosphere ripple bullshit, that's why I'm leaving Twitch, so I'm going to YouTube. What? Like, oh, and let me say this on my Spotify podcast, alright? Which has, like, love him or hate him, right? He's on it. Kanye West is on there. How many rappers are on there that have, like, committed crimes, right? Probably a fair few. And then the biggest one is R. Kelly, right? R. Kelly's on Spotify, right? That dude, I don't know if I can say that out loud. Everyone knows what that guy did, alright? Everyone knows how terrible of a human being that guy is. But I don't see you leaving Spotify, right? I don't see you leaving YouTube. Oh no, you're going to YouTube. A place that is infinitely worse than Twitch. Because, here's the thing, Twitch, not that many viewers compared to YouTube. YouTube, she had tons of viewers, alright? In users, I should say. Let's say users, right? Go look up YouTube. Type in red pill manosphere or whatever. You know, there's so much more on YouTube than there is on Twitch. So you know, she's full of shit. Like, she's completely talking out her ass right now. And it's because she has no idea how the real world works. That's what it feels like, alright? Just you know, I would love to have $25 million and just not care about the rest of the world either, right? I get it. I really do. But I don't have that, so I'm calling her out. Right? Right, if I was as rich as her, maybe I'd have the same ideas. Maybe I'd be as them, right? But I'm not. So I kind of have to work. I kind of have to live in the real world. So this is nonsense. Alright, she's full of shit. That's all I gotta say. I hope you enjoyed yourself today. Have a good one. I love you guys. See you next time. Bye bye.